This is your number one baby daddy, MrNoGood of MrNoGood.com. And I am here today to talk about Jaylen Walker, who happened to be here in Akron, Ohio. Right here, man right here is wrestling coach. This is titled Jaylen Walker's Wrestling Coach Remembers one of the sweetest kids. I went to high school with him. Uh-oh. I think I need to unplug that. Hold on just a minute. I don't want an electrical fire in here. Looks like it was it for that plug strip, whatever. It was starting to snap, crackling, and popping. It's done. Unplug it. Worry about it when I'm done with this. But anyway, we went to high school together. We also both went to Howard University and graduated from Howard University. And he's back here coaching. Says that Jaylen Walker, he was one of the sweetest kids. And he was one of those kids, I wish I had 10 of them on my team. That was the type of kid he was. Now, this young man, Jaylen Walker, was not a thug or one of these fools out on the street, or he wasn't faking to be a thug. As you see from this picture right here, he was just a regular young African American boy. Young man. He was grown. Now, they said that they said that's just everything wasn't justified. It was justified, I mean. So let's go in here. See, now the thing is, I'm gonna upload this. I'm taping this. Normally I would go live, but I'm taping this so I can have a copy of it. Because if I get banned or I get a strike from YouTube or whatever, I'm just gonna upload it to Rumble. I'm gonna upload it to Rumble anyway, because they wildin' over here. On YouTube, they are wildin'. Y'all just don't see it. You just the average YouTube watcher. But on the other side, if you a hardcore YouTube user like me, I watch YouTube like I watch TV. So I know all what's going on, and YouTube wildin'. So I may be gone soon. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Here, let's just do this.
State of emergency. The city is now in a fourth day of protests, and outrage is growing after police released body cam video from the night 25-year-old Jaylen Walker was killed. He was shot more than 60 times after he ran off during a traffic stop. CBS News correspondent Elise Preston is in Akron. Good morning.
To you, Anne-Marie. Walker's family is calling for both accountability and peace as city events for the 4th of July are canceled today. The mayor says that this is not a time for a city-led celebration. Meanwhile, government officials say that they understand the outrage after release of the video that they call extremely disturbing.
Newly released police body camera footage shows the critical moments leading up to the death of Jaylen Walker.
The reason for stop was traffic violation.
Police say they were attempting to stop Walker for a traffic and equipment violation, which was not seen on camera. Seconds later, the officer reports a gunshot fired from Walker's car.
Now, they show a gunshot. Now, keep in mind, this was like around the July 4th holiday. All right. People were letting off fireworks everywhere, firecrackers everywhere. It was hot, everything like that. Now, they showing this right here, saying, looking like he shot from here. But who knows? I've seen the other footage where this caption wasn't in the way, and you had it just looks like a normal headlight. That don't mean anything. I'm like, man, please, they're BSing. There's no way. I really didn't believe it, because this young man doesn't do anything. He was just a normal dude. We'll go into that.
That vehicle just had a shot come out of its door.
It went from being a routine traffic stop to now a public safety issue.
Video shows Walker then leading police on a chase before he eventually jumps out of the passenger side wearing a ski mask. Officers tried to deploy a taser while chasing him on foot, but are unsuccessful. Moments later, 8 officers unleash dozens of rounds. Officers say they tried to render aid, but Walker, who was unarmed at the time of the shooting, died at the scene. Police say a handgun and a magazine were found in Walker's car.
I'm just now seeing this. Well, I saw the gun before. Now, I was thinking the police planted it like this because everything looks too neat. You're on a car chase. Just think about if your cell phone is in the passenger seat and you on a car chase. Your cell phone is not going to be conveniently laying like this. Now, what I also didn't recognize is this right here. This wedding ring. This wedding ring. I swear right now I'm just seeing this. I'm just noticing. And that was going to be my point later. But now that I'm seeing it, oh, I know I got to keep a copy of this, because I know this going to get deleted. I know I'm getting another strike for this. This wedding ring is important. And I'm going to tell y'all in a little bit why.
And that body camera images show Walker appearing to reach for his waist area right before he was killed. But he did not fire at police during the foot pursuit. A preliminary medical report says Walker had more than 60 gunshot wounds.
They need to be able to articulate what specific threats they were facing, and that goes for every round that goes down the barrel of their gun.
It was absolutely excessive. The law requires to use force that is reasonable.
Protests continued late Sunday, where demonstrators say police used tear gas to disperse the crowd. Akron police have not confirmed those reports. Walker's family is calling for calm. In a statement, they said, Jaylen would have wanted us to channel our anger into peaceful, thoughtful action that can bring long-term change and reform.
It does help with all of the transparency, with the early releases, but the transparency does not camouflage the pain of what happened.
Now, the 8 officers involved in the deadly shooting are on paid administrative leave pending a state investigation.
What they're failing to mention is one of those officers was black, an African American.
Which will be an independent investigation. Meanwhile, the police union representing those officers said, well, Anne-Marie, yeah, they know why so.
See helping at all. As soon as possible.
That's a good-looking woman. I don't know who that is. That is a good-looking woman. I like that. But getting back to this. Anyway. Hold on. No, not this one. Oh, what was it? Hold on. I had another one. Oh. All right, now. I'm going to say this. You would say, now, I used to talk to, no, let me put it like this. What people don't want to say and what people aren't going to say, and I'm realizing that a lot of this goes on in the world now, is that people don't like to say what's going on in front of their face. I'm here in Akron, Ohio. Akron, Ohio is small. All of us know each other, are connected in some way. All right. What it is what's going on, what's the word around here, not what you're going to hear out in the media. I'm talking about word out here amongst us, black folks, here in Akron, Ohio. The word amongst us, black folks in Akron, Ohio, is that Jaylen Walker wanted to perish at that particular time. Now, I don't know if he was planning on, if he was just driving around planning, because they said it was an equipment violation. We don't know what that is. It's going around, it's been going around for months, is that he wanted this to happen. And now I'm going to say why. Now, what I should do is, let me see where the time is right here so I can, all right, around 14 minutes, because I may just have to stop it and put it on Patreon, because I'm really scared. I don't really want to get a strike. I really don't. Another one, because I got to be good for 90 days, and they wildin'. I just might just split it up and just say, do whatever so I can't get a strike. Let me say, I was dealing, like I said, he wasn't a thug. That wedding ring, he was engaged to a beautiful, vibrant good energy giving young woman. And I thought they were married, but they were engaged. The girl that vibrant young woman died in a car accident. She died in a car accident. I believe it was due to some drunk driver. That's why I hate drunk drivers. I hate drunk drivers. You should get no mercy as a drunk driver. A drunk driver should get the same kind of punishment when somebody dies as if you're a rapist. And now I can't even, now I know I'm gonna have to go to, because I can't even say that word on YouTube. That's how they got all of us schooled. You can't do that. But anyway, they were hit by a drunk driver. She died, flew through the windshield. I believe that's what I heard. Now, the mama, she was on a trip. All right, here it is. Oh, well, let's not even do that yet. Let's not even do that yet. She was on a trip with her daughter, the vibrant one. Now, I remember these girls, both of her daughters, when they were little babies, because I used to deal with her mama for a minute. I was cool with her mama, with their mama. Their mama was one of the first models on my adult website. So much so that there isn't even no video. I wasn't even doing video yet when I shot her. And boy, she had a nice, good old hood body. She had some kids, but she was young back then, nice, plump, everything. And what they mama was known for was ass. She had a nice, beautiful, round, fat ass. She used it to her advantage, and nothing wrong with that. She wasn't like playing niggas or nothing like that, but she was doing what she wanted to do. And she lives right walking distance from my house as I speak right now. And the pictures that I have of her, she's requested copies of, and that's fine. Because all of this stuff is art now. This stuff was taken so many years ago. A lot of those pictures from my adult website, man, that shit is art. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do a little slideshow for y'all in the Patreon. Of course, I can't do it on here. I'm gonna do a little slideshow for y'all in the Patreon and see what it is. But anyway, he was engaged to one of her daughters that I knew. So he goes ahead and gets shot. I'm on my Facebook and I show when he jumps out and he has a ski mask on. Here she is now. Oh, here's a picture right here. That's her. Right here. Now, of course, this is years later. We all age. I aged. But back in the day, that body was crushing it. And that's her daughter, Jamisha Beasley. There are a lot of them in Akron. Let me see if I can get a full picture. No. See, Akron Beacon Journal get on my nerves, man. I just want the picture. I just want to see the picture. Oh, well. But anyway, that's her. I wonder if I can get a video of her talking. But, it's a whole thing. All right, so her daughter died in this car accident for this idiot drunk driver. Her name is Lonnie, that's what they call her. She was in the car with her daughter. She lived through the car accident, but she was fucked up. So I heard about her daughter because I remember when she was a baby, and now, she was just the sweetest thing. So I go over there around the corner and I give her like 100, just to, I'm sorry. That's fucked up. So her daughter died. Now, no, her daughter died, and he was Jaylen Walker's fiance. Then, I think after this, Jaylen Walker, there was a girl was shot, which was one of Lonnie's granddaughters. They were at a vigil over there in the hood by this apartment complex called, well, I ain't gonna name the apartment complex, but all y'all know, over there off Thornton. So they were over there or having a vigil for somebody else, totally unrelated. Some fool comes, shoots a gun into the crowd, kills this girl's granddaughter. Now, I think Jaylen had already gotten shot at this time, I believe, I'm not sure. I should have done my research. But there was just a whole lot of turmoil going on with them. So they were at a vigil for somebody else. Her granddaughter was in the crowd and having a little vigil, and some niggas drove by and shot through the crowd. Now let's go on here. I would rather get a video, but I'll just read it. The 4-year-old girl who died in Akron after a shooting into a large crowd Friday night has a tragic connection to Jaylen Walker. Yes, it was afterwards. Who killed in a police shooting June 27th. The girl was a niece of Walker's fiance, Jamisha Beasley. According to a relative, Walker's world was upended when Beasley was killed by a hit-and-run driver on Interstate 71 north of Cincinnati while traveling with her family, which is her mom, Lonnie. Beasley's 4-year-old niece, Journey Tolbert, died Friday from a gunshot wound to her head. A second victim, there's a lot of Tolberts here too. A second victim, Johnny Gator, died later at an Akron hospital. There's a whole bunch of Gators here. They call it the Gator Gang. Demetrius Travis Sr., there's a whole lot of Travises here in Akron. In fact, I was talking to a Travis woman on the phone last night. who said he was related to Walker and Journey, said his mother received a call. Travis said the family of his cousin Journey had just completed a vigil for an 18-year-old man shot before. Somebody shot into the crowd. No arrests have been made. Ever since I moved there, I've seen 7 shootings, Jarrell said. I'm just tired of this. I'm sick and frustrated. She said there was chaos after the shooting. There was screaming and running and people looking for their kids. There's too much going on. This place is going straight to hell everywhere. The thing is, my baby mama lived right across the street from where this vigil was being held. And I know y'all have heard me talk about this, if y'all know me, how I said how I got my baby mama a spot in Niggerville. Well, this is Niggerville. So they were shooting up there, and some of the bullets. This is a picture of my baby mama's wall in Niggerville. You see that? So those bullets didn't just go hit. They killed one man. They killed the little girl. But there's bullets somewhere else. Some of those bullets traveled, and they happened to go straight through the bedroom window of my baby mama. And here it is. I don't know if, because this is in the hall. All right. Right here is the washing machine. This looks like her bedroom. But either way, bullets was flying through my baby mama's apartment. The same bullets that hit that 4-year-old little girl flew through my baby mama's window and could have killed her. Now, I was calling to give my condolences. Well, not condolences. I was just calling my baby mama to say, I'm glad that you lived through it. You know what happened? This nigga that she lives with grabbed the phone talking about, we don't do that here. Like, I can't call her and tell her that I'm glad she was alive. I said, nigga, I wish it was you that the bullet hit. Nigga, I wish it was you. And that's real talk. Now, I don't want him to go nowhere because he's been able to keep the baby mama out my hair. Thank God. And he's made it good for everybody. Now, I may go into I'll probably tell that story of what recently happened later on, but that's not important right now. But anyway, the same bullets that they were shooting in that crowd and that killed that little girl and that grown-ass man had almost killed my baby mama. And unfortunately didn't hit that nigga in there. And that's real talk. So now they're not going to get charged. I think I've talked long enough. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't that he was running around committing, and I got railed by her older daughter. That was my Facebook friend that got mad at me that I was saying, what's this nigga running around in a ski mask for? Why? But niggas really run around in ski masks all the time now. But like I said, that's what's really going around on out here in the neighborhood on the streets. Hold on. I can pause this. Hello? No, I still have it. What? So there you have it in a nutshell. A lot of people want to say, and they say, oh, well, they shot him 80 times or 60 times or whatever. It's overkill. Was it overkill? Yes. But were any officers shooting and reloading and shooting again? No. They just happen to be shooting, all of them emptying their clip is what they always do. Clip, magazine, whatever you want to call it. I thought that the police were lying at the entire time. I was like, why don't they do a gunshot residue test on the hand and then end this? But I found out that some years ago, Akron police don't do gunshot residue tests anymore. I didn't know that. I was like, okay, well, let's wait for the ballistics. Let's wait for the ballistics because I doubt if they found the shell casing. So it went. They had an independent investigation. They didn't let the police investigate themselves, which they wanted to do. Akron police had a new police chief who made them do an impartial third-party investigation, which made the Akron Police Union, they were furious because they wanted to investigate it themselves. Y'all don't know that. The new police chief took it out of the hands, sent it to the feds or an oversight or whatever. It ain't had nothing to do with them. And the police union in Akron was upset about it. But once you pull the trigger and you shoot at somebody, think about it. If you're driving and you're a cop, and you're out there, everybody, if you're a cop, you want action. You do. That's why you're a cop. You want some action. So there's a dude running around here for an equipment violation, quote unquote. It had to have been something else. I don't know why they stopped him in the first place. What was going on to make them stop him for an equipment violation? Now, if he was out there committing some kind of crime to bring attention to himself, and then he leads them on a high-speed chase, was it because he was driving with that ski mask on? I don't know, because I must say this about Akron. You have to really be doing a whole lot to get the attention of Akron police. You can drive out here with a cracked windshield, expired tags, no tags. They don't care as long as you stay within the city limits of Akron. You don't go up into Copley. You don't go into Fairlawn. You don't do anything. As long as you go where the city limits, where Akron police are in control, You can drive around here in Akron and do whatever you want to do as long as you don't bring attention to yourself. If you're not out in the middle of the last time I got stopped by the police in Akron was when I was coming out of a weed house. I think his name was Boogie Knight. Coming out of a weed house, got stopped by this one dude I see doing traffic nowadays. They got my weed. I went right back to the weed house, got some more, told him that he was hot. Other than that, I ain't been stopped. And I've had expired tags I didn't even know was expired. I'm sitting up there when one time I had my little kidnapper van. That's what they called it. Remember when I was doing adult websites and I was shooting videos in that van? When it had limo tent, everything. And I was driving, so I forget what it was. Something was up with my van, but the tags were expired. I didn't even know. The cop just stopped, you all right? I'm like, yeah, it's just something so-and-so what's going on with my van. And that was it. They don't bother you here in Akron. You've got to be actively doing something to get fucked with in Akron. So why would they stop him for an equipment violation? I don't know what the real reason was. We'll never know what the real reason was, because he was the only one in the car, and he's not alive anymore. But that's what it is. That's what's really, I don't know, and it's alleged. I don't know if it's true. I have no verification. I'm just saying that's what the word is. The word is that it was a suicide by cop because he was distraught that his beautiful, young, gorgeous fiance died in a car accident due to some moronic drunk driver. That's what the word is. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. And I'm not going to say it's true. I don't want to hear any backlash about it. That's just what it's being said. And if you're going to get on me, tell me where I'm lying, because you've heard it. Now I'm going to upload this on Rumble. Look for me up on Rumble too, because they tripping over here. I do have a nature channel now. It's called Worm World Live. So go ahead and look at Worm World Live. Look it up. Subscribe. It's like more of a screensaver. It's like a terrarium I have with some worms and some isopods and some things of that nature. It ain't got nothing to do with this nigga stuff I'm doing over here. But if you want, it has a nice red glow. You can stream it to your TV. If you're at work, you can stream it, have a little desktop, like a little screensaver, whatever. Look up Worm World Live, and I'll leave a link to it in the description. And this is your number one baby daddy, Mr. No Good, of MrNoGood.com. Signing off, baby.